The need to know exercises to better your waltz. My name is Ryan and this is Zienna Studio. We're gonna do a few exercises that are gonna take your waltz to the next level. Let's do it. Starting with our first exercise, this is gonna be a game changer for the rise and fall. Now, as we know, when we do the basic step, we have that rise and fall action that we have to implement, which is hard by yourself and even harder when you're dancing with a dance partner. Now, what we need to do is make sure we have enough practice so that just becomes our muscle memory. So this exercise is specifically for that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our feet together and we're gonna start going down. And the way we're gonna go down is literally just bending our knees and we're gonna straighten back up. And we're gonna do that to waltz timing. Now, if you're here and you've never done the waltz ever, this is gonna be a great introduction of how to count and kind of the actions that we have. If you've done this before, you know what you're walking into. So we're gonna start with the tempo of the waltz. We're gonna go down for 3 counts and back up to neutral for 3 counts. And then we're gonna rise for 3 counts and then go back down to neutral for 3 counts. All right, we're gonna start with the fall. So we're gonna bend our knees for 3 counts. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, go back to neutral for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna do a rise action. 1, 2, 3, and then back to neutral. 1, 2, 3. Now, we're gonna do this non-stop. So I'm gonna keep counting the 3s. Again, first 3 down, neutral, up, neutral. We're always gonna go through neutral. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, that was the first exercise. Now, what that exercise does, it evolves into something a little bit more complex. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out that middleman, that neutral position that we stop at, and we're gonna go 3 counts up and down, non-stop. So it's kind of like doing a push-up with your legs, non-stop. Here we go, we're gonna lower, 1, 2, 3, rise, 1, 2, 3. And make sure when you're on that 3 count, you're gonna be up on your toes. So now we're gonna go down again. 1, 2, 3, complete low position. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you're really gonna feel your calves kind of kicking in. And this is really what's gonna help us get our power. That's one thing. Also, to maintain our balance when we rise. Last thing we wanna do is depend on our partner for balance, okay? Nobody's holding anybody up except yourself. Just remember that. So, keep going through this motion. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that exercise and implement it into the box step. Now, obviously the box step, we only have 6 counts for the full box. What we're gonna do is we're gonna allocate 6 counts to each half of the box. Now, if you've done this before, you know what I'm talking about. If not, just bear with me. I'm gonna turn around so it'll be easier to follow, and we're gonna do that exercise right here. Starting with that box step, we're gonna go 1, rise, 2, go 3 and up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, go back, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, lower, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Okay, great. So this is a game changer when practicing the box because it doesn't just apply to the box, it applies to every step. The rise and fall action exists in every step of the waltz. Remember that. So when you practice this, it's not just for the box step, it's literally for your waltz. Now, the next exercise is to help encourage a bigger step. I'm sure you guys seen other people dance the waltz and they glide across the floor, and you always wonder, well, how do I look like that? It's a great question. Now, if you're at a social event, you kind of walking through the steps and you're walking to the music, and if you're happy with that, listen, more power to you. However, if you want to take it to the next level, this is the exercise to achieve that glide. So just like in that rise and fall action, we went through a neutral position, we kind of went into the soft legs. Now, while we lower, what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend the free leg, right? So it's kind of like doing a pistol squat. I don't know if you've ever done them. I can't do them. I need to work on them. But basically, it's kind of like you're squatting down, and as you're squatting down, this leg comes up. So it's kind of the exact same idea, except as you lower, you kind of just slide the foot along the floor, right? And you're freeing up your heel for the forward step. So ideally, when you do this right, if you're trying to get that glide, you're gonna go and forward, slide, right? We're pushing our body, and we're pushing our body. We're not just stepping onto the foot. So this exercise actually just encourages you to kind of have your heel out and to really allow your standing leg to push that leg even further. So when you do it on like a social level, you really are just kind of transferring your weight straight away onto the free leg. Here we're gonna kind of have a little bit of a delay. So that first initial one, that first count in the waltz, we have some time, right? We have 1, right? If we blend it in as a time, and we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So we have time to fill up that 1. And to match that 1 with our steps, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna lower and free our leg, and we're just gonna do this a few times. This kind of just helps us get into that groove, right? And what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to take that standing leg and activate. You feel that tension, you're just gonna push over, right? And I want that free leg to kind of slide just a bit, right? So here's your max, it's gonna slide a bit before actually stepping onto it. And right there, it's already a much bigger step than what you were doing before if you were just stepping into the leg, right? So we're gonna lower, extend, and we're gonna do that one more time. We're gonna lower, extend, do it 3 times, boom. And now on the 3rd time, we're gonna extend and we're gonna push, allowing the free leg to slide a little bit. Great, so one more time. I'm gonna do it facing this way. We're gonna extend and extend and extend, push. Great, one more. We're gonna extend and extend and extend, push. Great. Now we're gonna apply the exact same thing backwards. So forwards we go with our left leg, backwards we're gonna go with the right leg. So we're gonna do the exact same thing. Now we're gonna press down onto our left while extending our right. Now when going back, it's a little bit more challenging, but I'm sure you guys are gonna get that. It's gonna be the exact same concept. We just have to be conscious of our body and make sure that it's up, that we're not doing this, yeah? We're just standing up here and just the leg is coming out. So we lower and extend. So lower and extend the leg, lower and extend the leg, lower and extend, and we're gonna push. One more time. Lower and extend, lower and extend, lower and extend, and push. Last time. Lower and extend, lower and extend, lower and push. Great. Now, if we were to combine the exercises for the waltz, we're gonna apply them into the box. So I'm gonna turn around just so it'll be a little bit easier to follow. We're gonna start with our left leg forward. So we're gonna go release and push. 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 2, 3, and up, release, up, release, and push, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 2, 3, and release, and release, and release, push, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 2, 3, and release, and release, and release, push, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 2, 3, release, and release, and release, push. Now, if you're doing those two exercises together, we're not gonna do that to music. That is just gonna be for your purpose to kind of really coordinate everything. It wouldn't work if you do it to music because you're kind of going up, down. You can try, but your rise and fall, you kind of have to like reset a little bit as you're doing that release. So I just recommend doing it to count at your own pace, kind of level yourself, see where your limits are. Because that's super important, right? We don't want to over push ourselves to a point where it's like, oh, I can't move now, you know? We don't want that. Find your limits, okay? Okay, so those are the 3 major exercises that I showed you. The first one is starting with the neutral, lowering and rising. Then we're gonna cut out the neutral. We're just gonna do the rise and lower. We're gonna apply that into the box. We got the release for encouraging a bigger step for the glide. If you guys practice this, again guys, you'll literally see huge, huge changes in the next 2 weeks. It's all about consistency and frequency. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Ryan, and thanks for joining me.